when I was in yeshiva, I was about 15 years old, and near our yeshiva there was a individual of Hasidic descent, very pious man, that he was already, everyone, his wife passed away, his kids were, I don't know if he had children even, and he was blind. He was fully blind. And every Shabbat, he asked the yeshiva to send some boys to be with him in the meals. So Friday night meal, Shabbat morning meal, Seudah Shlishit meal. And he asked someone to also come for Havdalah. Now everybody wanted to go there because he had a closet of candies. And if you want to help them, you would get whatever candies you want. So of course, we were 15, we were big kids. But still, it was help him, I get some candies. So I was there for Havdalah once. And he asked me to do Havdalah for him. I did Havdalah, and he's blind, like he's just sitting in a chair, he can't do anything. So we got to Borei Meorei Esh, to the candle, and he said, bring the candle close to me. But he's blind, he can't see the candle. So he said, no, bring it closer to me. So he pulled my hand closer, and it almost burnt his hair. And he said, closer, and then he looked up, and the candle was there, and he said the bracha in Hasidic accent, Borei Meorei Esh, and he was so happy. And then I said, you can see it? I asked him. So he said, when it's very, 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 very close to me, I could see something, and then I can make a bracha. And that's for me the simcha, the happiness of it. It was such a moving moment for me. And so I asked one of the doctors here, Dr. Agi, and I told him about this. And he said there's light perception. Sometimes if there's objects you don't see, but when you can't even see light that's close to you, then it's really like the worst thing ever. And that's what it was. But it motivated me that a person that really has almost nothing, no light to hold on to, but there's something there, and he brings it so much, and he attaches meaning to life through a mitzvah, and in a real way, nobody's watching, just for him. Him and Hashem, that's his life. That's what he's left with. Just repetitive exposure to the mitzvah his whole life, he still finds meaning in it. So the Ibn Ezra I just saw, that speaks about the matzah and the maror that we eat. Why do we eat matzah and maror? Is it because we're commanded to eat it? We're commanded to eat matzah and maror to maror, to remember that our lives were bitter by the Egyptians. Matzah also, there's different reasons for matzah. Well, we didn't have time to bake the bread, and we took it. But there are opinions that say that matzah is something that we ate for years as slaves. They fed us, and according to the Ibn Ezra, also the maror, they gave us maror. If it was different types of herbs, or they gave it. So do we eat it because we're trying to remember what happened then, and just the food that we had, or is it because we're commanded to eat it on this night? And so he brings an explanation that it's that we find meaning and purpose and connection through these token foods, right? So even if it's something that could be mundane, something that we ate, but now we're commanded to do it, and we find purpose and connection to something historical, something meaningful, something that can connect us to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to the idea, to the token of freedom. And that, B'ezrat Hashem, this Pesach is our preparation for ultimate freedom and the Geulah. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen.